Leaps.
Taser, I think.
But neither
Stand still.
do the cops. Battling on the front line
Taser! Taser!
are Nottinghamshire's finest.
Stand by for impact.
Highly trained pursuit drivers, specialists in entry and search,
4 ounces of cannabis.
rapid response firearms officers,
On police! Show yourself down!
Police, will you don't stop!
and the crime-stopping force
Look at my arm!
of the dog unit.
Get down on the floor!
Wherever the battle takes them, they'll never back down.
Taser!
Because come at the hour,
Yeah, Bats, we've still got him. Up on the back wheel, offside of the road. Do it.
come at the Interceptors.
Where you from? Leeds. Don't come to Nottingham again, will you?
Coming up,
Speed is currently 100.
high risk on the A46.
Hellfire is looking to go contra flow 846.
Get down! Get down! Get down!
Robbery suspects feel the sting.
Well, you will go into the custody cell.
And
Open it up, mate. You know he's going to come in otherwise.
the Interceptors go a-knocking.
Stand by.
Clocking onto their late shift, Jules is in the driving seat of the unmarked, along with co-pilot Dan, who's already worked up an appetite.
I had some muesli and a banana before we went, a bit of chocolate and a couple of digestive biscuits. That's all I've had today. So I'll be ready for my tea in a bit.
Hope you're not too peckish, Dan. Because first on the menu tonight is a dark blue BMW.
Oh, dear me. That's got bells and whistles, that's it. That's going as well, I think.
Bells, whistles and obscured number plates. Jules spins on it.
It's on the island. What even was it? It was a X3. We're just trying to catch up with one X3. 2 occupants. I think it's come out of Tony Lane. Seen one and it's gone down towards 617 Island. No direction of travel. Stand by.
The speedy X3 driver has already vanished, so Jules and Dan gamble on the first exit and call up the rest of the road crime team.
Backer, it's a dark blue, old shape BMW X3. Front number plate's obscured, I think.
Dan joined the force straight from school. 2 decades later, he's a trained tactical pursuit advisor. And a pro at making the right choice of road.
Speed is 100.
Hitting 100 miles an hour, they get the runaway X3 in their sights and use the stealth of the unmarked to tuck into traffic.
We have got it 846 southbound towards Lord Ted.
Interceptors have 1 car for cover.
Just about to come over the river, Mr. Man.
But it looks like the dodgy driver has already clocked them.
Straddling both lanes, definitely seen us. This one's going to go.
Sure enough, he's foot down and flying.
Committed, southbound on the 846. Just lighting them up now. Stand by. Speed is currently 100. So far he is failing to stop.
But within seconds of making off, the driver is slamming on the brakes in front of an innocent motorist.
Hellfire. Stand by. He's looking to go contraflow 846. It's contraflow 846 back towards Farndon.
It's as dangerous as it gets. 2 tons of X3 steaming towards oncoming traffic.
We have aborted at 8. Your lights are off. It's coming towards Farndon RA.
Fortunately, other units have made it to the area, including fellow roads crime cop Macca, who's closing in.
I've got the vehicle in age on the road back in towards Newark, currently failing to stop. Got in a marked vehicle, CPAC train driver, DRA is medium speed 80.
Weaving across the road.
Speed 70, braking heavily onto Mill Lane.
The driver takes the pursuit into tight residential streets.
An exit risk is currently high at the overtakes vehicle Mill Lane 60.
Clearly willing to take big risks to escape the law, the X3 driver is heading straight for the river.
It's going to be a dead end at the river trend. Runners.
Just lighting them up now.
In Newark, Dan and Jules were in pursuit of an X3 with disguised number plates,
Speed is currently 100.
who unbelievably did a U-E
He's looking to go contra for A46.
and took off the wrong way down the carriageway.
We have aborted and HO lights are off.
But it wasn't long until Macca had the X3 back on the hook.
It's going to be a dead end at the river trend.
As the dangerous driver ploughed past canoeists and ditched the car centimetres from the water.
Runners, yellow vest, blue tracksuit bottoms.
Narrowly avoiding a dip in the Trent, both the driver and passenger have legged it. Macca's nipping at their heels
I'm out on foot running.
and manages to reel in the passenger.
Don't be me, not that. They put you.
You're under arrest. Failing stop for
Right,
me.
be you.
Walk with me.
For road. I happen to be in no car.
I've got one detained
Yeah,
with the
sir.
yellow vest.
We rest me.
I'm just going to try and review the footage for the driver.
We rest me for.
Because you're out of that car that's just drove like that.
Come on, no car. Bro, what I told you, I've not done anything.
And I didn't get a decent description of the driver. The view was obscured.
The driver has disappeared.
I'm not saying you were driving it. You got out the passenger seat.
Car.
Mate, are you being daft, really? When I'm behind you like this and I watch you get out that front door and run, and then I ran after you and chased you.
Dan and Jules have just arrived. Let's see if Dan recognises Macca's riverfront catch.
From Dan, I can confirm the one detained is the front seat passenger of the BMW, not the driver.
What you treat me like a criminal from?
It's not-
Nothing, done
well,
nothing.
At this moment, you've been detained, haven't you?
Yeah,
You were.
for nothing.
You were the front seat passenger of this vehicle,
Yeah,
which
that's
has
your
failed
way.
to stop.
You always say that, isn't
Which
it?
has failed to stop for the police, and it's also gone the wrong way up the A46. So until we
Nothing
find
to
out
do
what's
with me,
happening,
Is it? Nothing to do with
until we
me.
find out what's happening, that's why you're being detained.
The number plates prove tricky to read,
That's not been through a field much, has it?
but once checks show the Beamer hasn't been reported stolen, the passenger changes his tune.
Nothing to do with me. Right.
Okay.
I only just got a lift. Wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah.
He said he was going to go and see some gypsy lads who lives out in some other properties out the back. Got you.
He's had a lucky escape.
Good job those wooden barriers
No,
are so it'd have been in the river, you'd have had another underwater search job on, mate.
The doors kept the car up on the thing because the door's wedged on top of that wooden bollard. It's in neutral. It's only stopped by the barriers.
Well, that could have quite easily gone in the river there. It is a true vehicle, it's just got no insurance, no current keeper. They've obviously rubbed loads of engine oil or black kind of paint onto the number plate just to obscure it so you can't read it. It's a shame we've not got the driver. They're just a bit of a pool car which they'll be using to commit crime.
The passenger is de-arrested and free to go, but the interceptors have found a clue which indicates the driver could have been involved in rural crime.
They've obviously wired this lamp up, which works, to the car battery, and we use the lamp, because obviously when that intense light hits an animal's eyes, it will glow up, so they'll know where the animals are. So they'll either use dogs or use air weapons or even shotguns to shoot the wildlife. So it is, even though we've not got the driver, it's a really good vehicle to get off the road. It's a good result for the local farming community because it's going to be one less vehicle destroying their crops and cutting the fields up. So good result, and at least it's not gone in the river.
Still, it's a different sight for Newark's tourists.
Wave at the camera!
Police are still on the lookout for the driver. There'll be no more rural crime committed in the X3 as it was crushed. It's the bank holiday weekend. And setting out in their brand new BMW X5 are firearms cops Dom and Nathan.
The amount of people that... I mean, I don't look at a 5 Series and think, oh, no. It's amazing how many people look at our police cars and go, that is such a lovely car.
Their pristine new ride isn't seeing much action. But as night falls...
God, it's busy for Sunday, isn't it? But it's a nice feel, isn't it? It's got, you feel like it's going to blow up or anything.
The Beamer gets one of its first big jobs.
Stolen from Riversdale.
Is it current?
Yeah. Honda Civic in grey.
999 activate.
A Honda Civic was reportedly stolen in a knife-point carjacking yesterday.
Which way is north going? Towards Mapley Top?
Yeah, towards Mapley Top.
And now intel suggests it's on the move on the outskirts of the city.
I think we might see this one, mate.
Keen footballer Nathan once played for the Force football team at Old Trafford. But for him, the greatest goal tonight...
Straight on, left.
...will be taking a thief off the streets.
I bet that looks like it could potentially be a Civic in front.
Breaking on?
Yeah.
2 cars ahead, there's a motor that fits the bill.
Oh, it could be, mate.
But they need to get a closer look.
We've got a potential contact with a vehicle towards Forest Lane. Yeah, contact with a vehicle. Mansfield Road towards Forest Lane. It's hard to see into the vehicle, but it looks like there's at least 3 occupants.
Outnumbered and up against suspects that could be armed and dangerous, Nathan rallies the troops.
Yeah, we're 4 or 5 miles per hour in a 40 towards Mansfield on the A60. Can we also get a taser authority on it, given that it's involved in a knife-point robbery?
There's more than weapons to worry about.
NH's manner of driving is quite erratic. I'm forming the opinion he's probably under the influence of drink or drugs. He's literally all over the road.
He's all over the road.
The last thing the Interceptors want is a pursuit.
We're an unmarked vehicle. I don't think he's aware of our presence. He's on and off the brakes all the time. His manner of driving is all over the place.
Units are waiting in the wings behind Dom and Nathan.
We got a dog anyway.
Yeah, dog's in the stick.
The plan is to keep a low profile until cops are in position up ahead. If the driver fails to stop when they light him up, they'll strike with a stinger.
There's no traffic in front of the vehicle, Jack. We are just coming up towards the Portland College on our offside.
So where is he positioned?
At the farm track.
At the farm track?
Going to get comms issues here. Going to get a black spot with comms shortly.
The stinger sight is coming up somewhere on the road ahead.
Just descending the hill.
I'm going to put blues on in a minute then.
Just going to go for a compliant stop now then.
First, Dom tries the nice way.
Lights are on. At the minute it's failing to stop. Got no indication. Can we go for the sting if we can?
But you can't ignore the stinger across both lanes.
Lane 2. Going into lane 1.
It's a direct hit.
handcuff.
I'm not doing that. Get out!
4 suspects swiftly nicked.
I'm sorry. Oh, I'm back.
Nathan deals with the passenger.
Got anything on you shouldn't have?
Someone's got a bit of weed.
It's got a bit of cannabis. Okay. At the minute, you're under arrest on suspicion of theft of the vehicle. Okay, so you do not have to say anything, but in my army defence, do not mention when questioned something which will age line in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence. Also, possession of a bit of cannabis as well. How old are you?
16.
Okay. Just do it.
I didn't know that this car was stolen. Didn't know.
Jump up for me, buddy.
Shockingly, the 4 suspects inside the Civic reported as stolen in a knife-point carjacking are teenagers.
Still want to go in the custody stuff.
Well, you will go into the custody cell.
Yeah, I can.
Okay,
I
but...
didn't know the car was stolen.
Well, that's what you'll say in interview, won't you? Okay?
So it's suspicion.
I suffer for like 24 hours in a cell. That's the worst part. I don't care if I get arrested in the cell. I can't do that shit.
No, and I know it's hard,
It makes me go crazy. I don't like that
but we'll
shit.
look after you, okay? It's not going to be myself, but we'll look after you.
There is a solution, though, isn't there, for tonight?
What?
Don't nick cars.
You are under caution, but your mate who's the driver, you probably know he's not got a licence. You're not stupid, you're 16. There's people on the roads that are in cars like this, stolen, that kill themselves or kill the passengers. Believe you me.
The teenagers are arrested on suspicion of theft of the car. The 16-year-old driver passes the breathalyzer. But Dom thinks there could be more to his bad driving.
He's blown 24 on the breathalyzer, but he stinks of cannabis, his eyes are glazed, so he's been arrested through being unfit through drugs anyway. So he'll go and have his bloods taken at the custody. But that'll probably explain why his driving was absolutely atrocious.
And Dom's brand new Beamer hasn't escaped entirely unscathed.
No, the good thing is about this is that I've not damaged it.
A drop in radio comms at the pivotal moment.
Oh, yeah.
And the firearms team's new baby has taken a sting.
The stinger site wasn't exactly where I envisaged it to be. It was a little bit closer. So, oh well. It's all ended well. Nobody's got hurt. We've got 4 in the pokey. Jobs are good.
The 4 teenagers are released under investigation on suspicion of robbery, theft of the car and criminal damage. The driver is also under investigation on suspicion of drug driving and awaits results on his blood tests. Nottinghamshire's knife crime teams made more than 400 arrests last year.
Taser!
Their proactive search methods
You're also under arrest for that possession of offensive weapon, all right?
leave no stone unturned.
Bingo. So, big hole. Because of the kind of people that we tend to deal with, especially if they're involved in sort of acquisitive crime, drugs, weapons, you'll go to their address for one reason with the power to search, and while you're there, you'll find other things. So you might be there looking for drugs, and then you might come across, say, 15, 20 laptops that have been stolen from a lorry. So, yeah, you do get some surprises.
Dean and Matt are on proactive patrol in Mansfield, looking to upset the criminal apple cart while searching for a wanted man.
He's aware he's wanted now for the recall. Potentially he will escape, and he has got markers for violence, so we need numbers to make sure we can contain it. We don't want this lad to get away.
They're joining forces with the Op Reacher team and need to search a flat they think the potentially violent wanted man could be staying in.
Please, come to the door, mate. We know you're in there.
No response.
Yeah, the door into the doorway.
But there is someone inside.
Door's going to go in a minute, so just come to the door, stop messing about.
Mention busting in the door.
Come on, come to the door then, you.
And all of a sudden, they're invited in.
He's not hiding in your flat now, then.
Woke up, man.
There's 3 men in the flat, but no sign of the wanted criminal. However, there is another issue in the pipeline.
This is a brand new copper pipe which is taped together.
Yeah, but I'm self-employed plumber, mate. I've been asking any of these, they'll tell you self-employed plumber.
Where'd you buy it from?
What?
Where'd you buy it from?
Oak Tree Lane.
Right. So why did you say it's old then? Tell you what we'll do, mate. We'll take it. You give me a receipt.
Suspecting the copper pipes are stolen, they're seized.
That copper. I mean, you won't let them round your house, would you, to do some plumbing? They're clearly not doing any plumbing work at their house. A couple hundred metres down the road, building a load of flats, and they've reported theft of copper. So I imagine it belongs to them.
The piping is returned to the builder's yard, and continuing their foot patrol of the area, Matt and Dean spot a motorbike without a number plate.
Trying to find a VIN number, mate. What is it? Yeah, 125. So it's 125.
Oh, what's up, okay, what's up?
Come down, Doc.
Oh, what's up?
I need to have a look, bit of VIN on this bike.
Hey, up. I'm with the motorbike. It's got no more plates on. Pass you the frame number for this motorbike. You alright to run it through for me and tell me if it's stolen or anything?
Lo and behold,
Stolen.
Stolen?
Yeah.
Is it?
What you got, man?
You won't believe it. Someone's put a stolen bike outside your house.
Oh, it's not my house, it's some stuff.
Who is it? Putting them outside your house will get you in trouble.
Listen, why do you want to put any bike outside the house?
I reckon someone's stitching you up. So the bike's going to have been recovered, and we'll just bring the person up in Eastwood who's had the bike stolen and get it back to the rightful owner.
enquiries into the thefts are ongoing.
It's good to get stolen motors off the road.
We're doing some damage, we are today.
It's good, isn't it?
Coming up,
We've got a large amount of what looks like crack cocaine in there.
the winning streak continues for Team Knife Crime and Op Reacher.
You're under arrest, mate, on suspicion of possession with intent to supply.
Disrupting those up to no good is the aim of the Knife Crime team's game. And back out on proactive patrol in the same area, Dean has stopped two lads acting suspiciously in a car. The driver stuck around.
You got anything sharp on you, anything like that?
I've got a bit of weed in this pocket here.
But the passenger has run off into a flat. The same flat which the team found a stolen motorbike outside last week. Tonight, Dean has found over £1,200 in cash and a variety of suspected drugs in the car.
We've got a large amount of what looks like crack cocaine in there, Class A. That's been discarded in that vehicle. Got quite an amount of cannabis.
To get hold of the passenger, Dean calls in Op Reacher, headed up by the Sarge, Tony and AD.
Picked up there.
All's quiet, but they think the suspect is inside.
Yeah, I could do with two just on containment outside in case he is in and jumps out the window. So one on each side and then the other two up to the address, please.
The flats are surrounded.
Come and open door, pal.
Or is it into?
Come and open up, brother, because it's going to get put in otherwise. You know that. You don't want to pay for it.
Open it up, mate.
Open up, mate.
You know
Should
why?
speak to you? Because you've just done one from a car. Don't need a warrant.
Mate.
NH is not opening up. We're going to have to force entry.
It's an outward opening door, meaning the only way to get in would be to smash the window.
Open this door.
To avoid any damage, AD has another go at negotiations.
Open it. You know it's going to come in otherwise. Because I need to speak to you about you doing one from that car outside. Open the door and then we'll speak to you. Open the door.
The suspect isn't budging.
Stand by. Come here.
AD quickly gets the dog back inside.
Shut up. Stay where you are. 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 Stay where you are, son.
In a room now!
For what? For what?
Mission accomplished.
So what am I arrested for then? Don't know what's there with arrested for? You're under arrest, mate, on suspicion of possession of intent to supply.
That dog is clearly scared him, hasn't it? He's just come out to protect his owner, I would imagine, but got a little nip on the old arm, I think, and had to pick it up and put it back in the room, in the flat. All's well.
Both the driver and passenger are arrested on suspicion of drug dealing.
You've ran from that car to find a load of class A. That's why we've come into the flat. Come on, you knew that.
End of the day, not my call, not my business.
Which gives Tony and Adi the go-ahead to search the runner's flat, as well as his 4 guests.
What's that? Subway that I've got from earlier. What is it? What flavour?
Steak, cheese, and everything else on it as well.
Smells like steak cheese as well.
Nothing criminal there. The guests are all clear and allowed on their way.
Bruce, come on. Good lad. I'll take you downstairs if you're not careful.
Wait.
Make sure you pick his mess up if he does one.
But there are a few interesting items around the flat.
That's got to be a few £1,000s worth of bike, I'm sure. Cube electric bike, and I don't think it's in keeping with the address. Inside the property there's lots of stuff, 2 electric scooters, laptops lying around. I think a lot of the items are going to be stolen. I think everywhere you look, just down here, there's bags and bags of wash powder, which will have all come from shop thefts. People who want drugs to steal is, what, are they £9 each on it, something like that? 9?
Yeah, well, they're not cheap, are they?
£50 worth of wash powder in a bag. They'll just exchange it for probably drugs.
It's like over 20 lots of steak in the fridge. It's like, how many steaks do you have? I probably have one a month. You got 20.
Yeah, but he's been feeding those to dogs.
Yeah, feeding dogs.
They're for the dogs.
No wonder the dog's so strong.
It's obviously all stolen. I suspect they've probably given it him for drugs. As you see, lots the same because they just clear a shelf out into a basket and then run off.
The suspect has also rigged a sophisticated CCTV system.
He's obviously using it to either to protect himself or watch people that's coming to his address. If you have a look around this property, you'll see weapons galore, won't you? Bows, crossbows in the bedroom, arrows down there, swords. So, you know, if anybody comes and tries to take over his flat, that'll help him see them coming, and then he'll use those weapons to try and protect himself.
No drugs are found in the property, but the team sees items they think could be stolen, including the expensive electric bike.
We suspect this to be stolen, so we've got to take it back to the police station. We've got no other ways of getting it back there, so I've been volunteered by the sergeant to ride it back. And we've made a makeshift light for the front for safety.
I'll just come round them and, yeah, you'll be all right. Work those calves, Sadie.
Only a 5-minute trip back to the Nick.
Oh, it's slipping.
Nice indication.
Oh my days. Got a lick on now, look, 20 miles an hour. You're stopping him a minute for speeding.
Inquiries are ongoing to reunite the electric bike with its owner. After finding an estimated £5,000 worth of cocaine and heroin in the car, the driver and passenger are released under investigation on suspicion of drug dealing. The runaway passenger is also under investigation on suspicion of handling stolen goods. And to top it off, at a different address a mile away, the original lad they were looking for did make off from the cops, but the police drone team found his hiding place and he was returned to prison. It's fair to say that a mandatory bit of kit for the Interceptors is a thick skin.
I think if you're easily offended, it's not the job for you. And I think you'd find that out very quickly.
Absolutely.
I think you've got to come into the job reasonably assured with a long fuse, and most officers that I know have sort of got that ability to just let things wash over them. I don't think you'd last very long in the job if you weren't like that.
Blue light into a job northwest of Nottingham is Paul Charlesworth.
Somebody's rang in saying that a family member has just taken their car, so technically it's going to be a stolen car, but he's just been banned from driving the other day, and they think he might be having a bit of a mental breakdown, I think, so there's some concerns over him, so we've got a few units going just to try and stop him safely.
ANPR cameras picked up the car 3 minutes ago.
2-2 received that, which is coming into Eastwood now.
And as it's bright yellow, it shouldn't be too difficult to spot on the sleepy streets.
There's no sign of the Ibiza so far.
But around the corner, another unit spot the Seat sailing towards them.
There it is. We've got it on Nottingham Road. It has come to a stop. Driver is out, NH. Just going to put some cuffs on you, mate. Put your hands behind the back for me. Just at the minute, mate, you're under arrest on suspicion of theft. Of this car behind us. It stinks of booze.
What are you on about? The theft?
On suspicion of theft of the Leon, or the Ibiza that you're being in front of. Just come this way. Watch your foot. Just walk, mate. I'm trying to look after you. What you done to it?
I broke my foot.
You broke it. All right, we'll just go into this car over here.
Listen, man. Listen. I'm going to kick off too.
No, you're not.
What are you on about?
It's not worth it.
Advanced driver and firearms cop Paul has nearly a decade of intercepting experience in his armoury. And he's well versed in keeping calm and carrying on.
I don't want to nick that car.
Are you going to sit in this car for us? It's on suspicion of. I'm not saying you have nicked it. It's on suspicion of. But
I have nicked
we all...
it. I have nicked
right,
it.
brilliant.
Yeah, I have.
I'll put that in my statement.
Tell him. I have nicked
right,
it.
listen to me. Because you smell of alcohol as well and you seem drunk. Listen to me. Give me a power to request a specimen of breath from you.
You had a thin streak in the last 20 minutes, mate? Well. Okay, can you blow into this then? One non-continuous breath.
I'm going to say anyway.
Keep going.
Sample in the bag. But the breathalyzer is on the blink.
That's not like that. Me, do you know when I see woman sit down, I'm going to tell you, straight on, that's not real.
It's not going to help you, is it?
Paul needs to wait for a new breathalyzer to be delivered, but the suspect is becoming increasingly agitated.
Watch out. Mind the thing. You're right. Yo, bro, I'm going to go fight.
Hey, are you going to behave yourself when you get in the car? Or we're going to film things and get a van?
You get a van. So I'm going to behave myself in there.
We'll get a van.
Get the van.
Turn back this way.
Get the van.
With tensions rising, someone else turns up.
Get the van. Come on.
Oh, is he honest?
Yeah. No. Okay, I'm getting the car. No, I'm not getting the car. Get the van.
Not even the suspect's girlfriend can convince him to take a seat.
Come on, this way. You're walking up. Well, stop walking up. I know.
You little twat.
You weren't bothered when you're walking across there driving a car, were you?
Not a minute too soon, another breathalyzer arrives.
Right, we're going to try again with this breathalyzer. Yeah, it didn't work.
No, I've just done it, you idiot.
Yeah, it didn't work. Just stand over here.
Yo, you do my thing.
Stand still then.
I'll go sick in a minute.
You can't go sick, you're not at work. Blow in that.
Bro. No, I'm not blowing it, I've just breathed in the last one.
Right, well, if you refuse, it's an offence you'll be arrested for, so it's fine, it's up to you.
I'm managing for.
Come on then, one big breath, come on. Good luck, keep going.
That's it, nice one.
The legal limit is 35 micrograms of alcohol per 100 millilitres of breath.
26, right, you're further arrested. For the prescribed limit, so you don't have to say it, but
A result of 126 means the driver is more than 3 times over the limit.
Yeah. I'm not going to. You know, back in the day, I would punch both of you heads in.
Oh. As the violent threats keep coming, Paul keeps his cool.
Careful. Your boot thing's going to go with you. Just go steady on it then. How did you break it anyway?
I fell down the stairs, didn't I? Oh, do you know if I had my ankle and my fish out, I would punch a hole in it.
See now, the difficulty is you've got to get up there. When you could have just sat in the car, couldn't you? I know, I'm just saying.
Oh,
that was good. What tread has he got, mate?
Yourself down there.
I swear down.
Oh, sit down then.
Sit down. Nice one.
I've got a friend.
Oh, here we go.
That's a good angle, I'm guessing.
A custody and evidential breath test confirmed he was 3 times over the limit. For drink driving, taking the car without the owner's consent, driving whilst disqualified and without insurance, he was fined £239, banned from driving for 5 years, and sentenced to 18 weeks behind bars. Still to come.
2NH, can you confirm that the criminal has got a large fake nose on the description? Over.
The sweet smell of success for the roads crime team.
Just take a ride, because this guy...
No, listen. You're disqualified from driving. You shouldn't drive. Yeah. End of. Yeah? Yeah. Okay.
Nottinghamshire's finest deal with nearly 1,000 incidents a day. Getting back on the road, quick sharp are Jules and Dan.
They're going to be in play, yeah?
There's no time to finish their tea. A motor, which has a marker for no insurance, has hit an ANPR camera nearby.
Yeah, it's there, look. Yeah, we'll be car one dropping in behind it now.
Your average dodgy driver doesn't usually head for a cul-de-sac.
It is. Making off.
And they're even less likely to park up. Must be the Interceptors' lucky day.
Just walk towards the officers, mate. Walk that way.
No contact, no damage.
Macca and Gav arrive as backup.
Anyone else in the car?
No, clear. Car clear.
Yeah, drivers are detained.
You ever sit there? Is it your car?
Yes, man. Your car. Yeah.
How's it registered to you?
Yes, it's
got insurance?
Yeah, it's registered.
Sit down, then we'll just get some details from you.
Yeah.
So this is a car we've had an interest in, which was mentioned at briefing. So we're just going to have a look through it, make sure there's nothing in there illegal, and find out if he's got a licence, has he got insurance, all the normal road trafficy bits. See if we can see anything, and we'll take it from there.
What's this address then? Is it yours? Is it something to do with you?
It's my friend.
Okay.
Will his friend back up his story?
What is that? Hi, we've got a car parked in your driveway and a chap in our car. It's a Renault seen it.
You don't know this car.
You don't know him?
It's not mine, mine is this one.
Okay, alright.
Get out of the way, look.
The plot thickens.
Yeah.
Back with the driver.
What kind of driving licence have you got?
I'm state.
Have you got a UK driving licence or an EU driving licence?
EU.
EU?
Yeah.
Jules and Macca are doing some digging on his driving credentials.
Yeah, your car pinged an inboard computer saying there's no insurance on it.
Because I have quote number. I bought not...
Disqualified until 2024 from Nottinghamshire. So you were disqualified from driving in May?
Yes, but
yeah.
I just take a ride, because this guy...
No, listen. You're disqualified from driving. You shouldn't drive.
Yeah,
End of. Yeah? Yeah. Okay.
It's the second time he's been spotted just taking a ride whilst disqualified. But now his face is well and truly on the Interceptors' radar. Although Gav sniffed out something else in the motor.
What have you found, Gav?
He's got a disguise for when he goes out to commit a crime.
Yeah, 2NH, can you confirm that the criminal has got a large fake nose on the description? Over.
Wait.
You never know, do you? Nobody knows.
It's as plain as the nose on his face and the one in his glove compartment. This master of disguise shouldn't be on the road.
I'm sorry, because I know I can't driving.
As well as reporting the banned driver, the Interceptors are seizing his car.
Do you want anything else out of the car, pal? Yeah, get your shopping then.
and give him some words of advice to keep both of his noses clean in the future.
Don't drive, you go to prison for driving. If you get caught one more time, you might even go to prison this time. Yeah, you're properly topping up, isn't he?
As his friend comes out to see what's going on, it seems there's been a case of mistaken identity.
I thought you were talking about this.
No, that's our car.
I didn't.
You don't know this car.
I wasn't able to see that.
I wondered why you were talking.
So who's your friend, is he?
I know him, as you know, friend.
Was he expecting him to call round?
You know this dude, don't you?
But I know him,
He's my
He's more hotter than you think.
Is that with or without the nose? Talking of which...
You forgot your disguise. No, come here. Come here. It's your disguise. Put it on your nose. We'll never catch you now. Never catch you. No face, no case.
Look, officer, I need this, and they never...
We'll never catch him.
Again. It's for you.
What is that, fire?
It's worse than my wife.
On that note, for driving while banned and without insurance, the double-nosed driver got a 28-day suspended sentence and was ordered to pay £239 in fines.
She's just said that he's hot, so he's hot stuff. He's a man about Newark. There's a man about Newark about his motor.
And New Interceptors continues next Monday at 8. The new series of 999 Critical Condition continues Wednesday night at 9. Marvel at cool heads and steady hands of the trauma team at Royal Stoke. There's a whiff of danger next tonight. New motorway cops catching Britain's speeders, and one driver smelling rather suspicious new in just a moment.